Apes together strong.
So I literally just came home from seeing Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And oh my god! Just a quick note. Of course, there's gonna be spoilers from Rise of the Planet of the Apes, because that's the first one. This is the sequel, naturally. And I feel like enough time has passed so I can talk a bit about the more spoilerific stuff about Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which is the movie I just saw, like an hour ago. So the movie starts off with kind of a montage of the world. You see a bunch of red dots that are quickly disappearing, and it's of course humans that are dying from that plague. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the plague that started from Rise of the Planet of the Apes. After the montage, it's 20 minutes of the apes. It's 10 years later. We can see what has happened to them, and they're living in a thriving, I guess, colony. Maurice is like a teacher, and Cesar has 2 kids and a wife, and that made me just feel so happy, because in Rise of the Planet of the Apes I really liked Cesar, and that continues on in Dawn. And Andy Serkis is just such a good actor, you know, to be able to play off with that whole performance capture things and stuff, and it looks so realistic. Just in the beginning shot when we first see Cesar, it's literally just his eyes and then slowly zooms out, and it looks so good. Overall, I really liked the story. There's a human colony in San Francisco, and then outside of San Francisco is the ape colony. The humans, they come there, the apes, they go there telling the humans, no, you don't come to our ape kingdom. And then the human main character, you know, takes his family and stuff and goes back into the woods, and then some cooperation happens between them, and I really like that. I love those movies when like 2 different species cooperate and stuff. I don't know, I like that when it happens, you know, where like an alien species has cooperate with a human, you know, but they're really enemies and stuff. And of course shit goes down. There's Koba from the first movie. We get a bit more in depth with him about how he feels about the humans. He doesn't like them, of course, which is understandable. I don't think that Koba was this completely, you know, black character. He's been experimented on, he's been tortured. So I would be kind of pissed if someone did that to me. I did not like the ending at all. The ending wasn't bad. It was a good ending, of course, but I wanted it to end, you know, on a happy note. But it didn't. It ended on a sad note, because the apes are going to have to go to war now, because the fucking humans had to call the army, and now every fight. But of course it is the Planet of the Apes, so I think we know who's gonna win. Koba shot Cesar, and every ape thought that Cesar was dead, you know, so that Koba, you know, could rally the troops and go and attack the humans, because the humans killed Cesar. Malcolm, you know, he and his family, they find Cesar, and then they take him to San Francisco, and then they stop at the house that James Franco's character and Cesar lived in. Even before the camera panned up, I was like, oh my god, they're at the freaking house, and this is gonna be so sad. Cesar's son comes there as well. They have like a heartfelt moment, and tears look so realistic. And then Cesar goes up in the attic where Cesar lived, and he finds a camera, and he sees, you know, James Franco's character and baby Cesar, and it's really sad, and I really like that. And drama. The visual effects, every effect, the performance capture, as I've already said, they all look so amazing. When Cesar is crying, he has real eyes, there are real tears coming down his face, and it looks so good. And it's just, But yeah, every effect looks freaking amazing. When I saw the trailers, I thought that Koba was gonna be the antagonist from the ape side, and Gary Oldman's character was going to be the antagonist from, well, the human side, and I never thought of him as the antagonist. he does blow up, you know, the whole crane tower thing. If Andy Serkis doesn't get a freaking Oscar for this, then Hollywood, you fucked up. I'm really interested in not just watching movies, but, you know, making movies and all the effects and all the stuff that goes behind a movie. I would definitely buy Dawn of Planet of the Apes on Blu-ray just so I can see the behind the scenes, just so I can see you know, how all these scenes looked without all the effects and stuff. And just to think that Andy Serkis and all the other, you know, ape characters, that they were real humans doing all of this, is just so, like, this might be the best movie I've seen this entire year, because everything about it was good. And the apes, and the sadness, and it's not apes riding horses and shooting guns. I mean, it is that, of course, but it's like, it's about family and trust and it's a good movie. You should totally see it. I've rambled long enough. I've said the same thing a number of times, so I'm gonna go now. But yeah, this movie is awesome, so you should go see it.
Apes.